Hello everyone and welcome to I'd say short series, but I'm probably gonna do more of this stuff later on. Um, this is gonna be a brief series showing some games from my childhood on the good old Atari ST. For those who don't know, the Atari ST is a gnome computer from the 80s. And it also went through some of the 90s, but it was discontinued sometimes during that period of time. It was a decent machine. I've played a lot of it, even though I had I'd say maybe 8 games, maybe more. I don't remember. But we'll start with a classic. And by classic, I mean a game that's really hated by pretty much everyone, but I still like it. So let's play some winter games. And we're hearing the good old loading sound of the Atari ST. It's not as prominent as the one for the Commodore 64, but it's a thing nonetheless. This screen is actually something I never saw as a child, cause this is a newer version of the operating system that usually runs on an Atari ST. And it has this memory testing when you first run it for some reason. I'm not sure why. I know that the Atari ST I had when I was a kid did not have this, so we'll just let it go for a bit. I'll probably cut this out once I actually edit the video, but who knows. Or maybe, I could just use the fast forward function, because there's a fast forward function on this emulator. And to be honest, even though this game is pretty much hated by everyone, I'm pretty sure this is one of the better versions of this game. If you have epilepsy though, this screen might not help, but I might put an epilepsy warning just in case. It's not big flashing colors, but still. So the next screen should be sort of familiar to some of you people. I'm sorry about that. The sound was probably way too freaking loud. I apologize about that. But yeah, this screen is sort of more detailed than the other versions. Or sure, it's more detailed than the NES version, and it's not at the same place than some of the other versions I've seen, like the Commodore 64 version, for example. So let's just press the button. You have your classic stuff from the other game. You also have the leave option, because you can go back to the operating system, because the thing with the Atari ST is it actually uses a graphical user interface. So yeah, maybe I'll show that a little bit at the end of this. So what I'm gonna do is we're actually gonna compete in all the events here. And it's pretty much the same as the Commodore 64 version, but that's not too bad. I'll just put my name here. And, well, most of you already know that I'm Canadian, so might as well not hide it. And actually something that I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a second player, which will be Epic Fail, and he's gonna be from Epix. This sound is pretty special on the Atari ST in my opinion. It's not as good as other console, but it was pretty good for the time. I think I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. Well, well, I was not expecting this, but I guess we're getting some bloopers. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna press enter and just click. No, this is not correct. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this time I won't mess up. Okay, at least you can skip that for this intro here. Actually, I should put it like this. Epics fail. That makes more sense. And just press enter. Don't mess up this time. And more loading. There's not as much loading as the Commodore 64, but there's still quite a bit. And obviously we're just gonna have to watch the opening ceremony again, because this is how the Epic Sports game works. Well, the Olympics are up, let's do this. So, let's start with the good old Hotdog Aerials. And I'll just let the music go for a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to get the best score at this, but I don't exactly remember how to do that. Hopefully I can. That's a pretty good score, but it's not even the best one. And with Epixville, we'll just see some pretty funny ways to die. That was not as epic as I thought it would be. Ah, damn it. Oh boy, that was not good. Yeah, that works. I can already tell I messed up. Damn it. Well, that was the final attempt too. I was able at some point to get like 9.6 from this. Not sure what I did different. Yeah, you just end up in the ground there. And no world record, cause I haven't found a way to actually reset the score, cause this thing doesn't have a trainer for that. Oh well. Time for Biathlon, and the best way I've found to do this thing is to mash the left and right functions, which are basically all the number keys on the numpad. 3, 6, 9 and 1, 4, 7. Oh yeah, the music. I'll probably let it go a little bit once I'm done with this, but yeah, just need to mash really quick. The pulse only really matters once you get at the shooting part of this. Other than that, you just need to mash buttons. You won't die of an heart attack. Your character cannot actually die in this thing. So yeah, you press up and down and up to load. Damn it, I missed. So yeah, the pulse will affect the speed at which the cursor there goes, but other than that, it doesn't really affect anything. It won't affect the your skiing speed during the cross-country skiing portions of this. And in the case of this event, I'll probably just skip the other one. Damn it, I went way too quickly on that one. You can probably hear me mashing buttons. I'm not sure how sensible my mic is right now. But it's probably a thing that's happening. I wouldn't even be surprised, though, to be honest. Damn it. Damn it! Okay. I'm not very good at the shooting part, as you may have noticed by the fact that I've already missed 5 of them. But it's fine. Just need to go fast. Like that blue hedgehog. Damn it, I'm messing up real bad. Oh, damn it. Oh. I'm not sure why he's not going faster all of a sudden. Damn it. I'm racing really bad. But we're done. Surprisingly, this is a pretty good score. Damn it, I wanted to actually let the music. Well, I'll be doing this guy off screen and I'll see you once I finish with him. Okay, I'm just about done with this guy. Oh my god. This takes forever to do. And yeah, I messed up a lot with him on purpose. In my opinion, this little jingle is better than the Commodore 64 version. Your mileage may vary. More loading. Oh yeah, I did get a world record on this one. Wow. It was not even that great a score. I could have done much better if I didn't frack up at the gun sections. And now, speed skating. I never was good at this event, and it took me a long time before I could actually pull this off. So, who knows if I'm even gonna be able to do this properly. It might not happen. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it's still the computer pacer. And hey, proper music, what do you know? It actually sounds like something. It's not that great a song, but it's much better than the Commodore and NES version. As I said, I'm not very good at this. only got the good pace at the end. God damn it. Okay, now let's briefly show what happened to me when I was playing this game as a kid. What do I do? He's not moving. I'm pressing the buttons. He's not doing anything. Oh noes. Yeah. This is basically what happened until we finally figured out that this is what you're supposed to do, basically. And for some reason, I'm doing much better than I was with my character. Oh my god, why does this keep happening? I was for a second, anyways. I think if you breach like the 2 minutes mark, it faults you. I don't remember, it's been a while since I faulted, but I'm pretty sure that's it. The computer pacer is pretty much perfect. But still, the computer pacer can't get a medal, so here we are. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's figure skating, the next event. Oh boy. This one is a thing. It's not even that hard once you figure out how to do stuff, but it's figuring out how to do stuff that's actually the difficult part. And especially not falling on your butt. But as soon as we press the spacebar, the thing begins. I should hopefully be able to get some decent points. I hope, anyways. Pretty sure I almost fell on my butt there. The important part to remember is that at the end you gotta be on the front. Holy shit! I don't think I've ever gotten this good a score. And now to show what usually happened when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I figured out how to get behind, and then nothing happened. And that's basically what the thing was. Until I figured out I could do this, but as a kid I could not figure out how to land, so that's usually what ended up happening. Let's give Epixville some points. We'll just do this. And we'll let him fall on his ass. Because, yeah, if you're going backwards like this, once the time runs out, you basically fall on your ass. And that's pretty much it. This is pretty much what we figured out as a kid. Because the thing is, the thing with these old Atari games that we had, these Atari ST games we had, is that we didn't have the freaking manual, so we couldn't find anything on that regard. And wow, this is actually quite a good record, holy shit. seriously, I don't think I've ever gotten a score this freaking high on this game. And now we're up to ski jump. This one is a doozy. I've been able to land successfully a few times, but most of the time it was pure luck. So yeah, basically at the end of the ramp you need to press the space bar and then you have to jiggle around until you're somewhat straight enough. I don't know. This is usually what happens. And here's for the thing that usually happened to me as a kid. Forgetting to press space. Your stick figure just goes off the rails. Oh, whoa, I actually did it. Nice. Oh, wow. That's actually a pretty freaking good score. I don't think I've ever done that high. Yeah, let's give Epix Phil some chance. By crashing, of course. By crashing. But yeah, basically when you have to jiggle around is you have to position yourself in a way that your character will land successfully. It's really hard to do. As I said, I've never actually figured out the good way. It's not a good way. Thank God it's best of 3. And just for good measure, yeah. Just didn't feel like doing this again. Oh my god, did I get another good score? Wow. I actually did. Good old Canadian anthem. Well, you remember that figure skating? Let's do it again, but for 2 minutes this time. I'll probably cut Epix Phil this time. Because, seriously, we just saw this. We don't need to see it again. But I'll also at least show my attempt and let's see if I can do something great out of it. I actually kinda like this song. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just the sort of instruments used by the Atari. That was my phone. God damn it, I forgot to turn this up. Great recording. Such professionalism. Not really. Good God, this is amateurish as shit. But yeah, basically you just need to do tons of moves and not land on your butt all the time. And this should technically land me a lot of points. I don't know if it'll land me more than the other one, but we'll find out today, I suppose. Yeah, it's hard to tell how the controls work, but basically, it's all in the numpad numbers. They're pretty much at the same place on the Atari ST keyboard normally. So... and just turn it around. Actually, that's a worse score than how is this even possible? I did so much more shit than the other one. How did I get a worse score? Well, cutting back until this is over. Actually, you know what? Let's just fast forward. Let's actually use the freaking fast forward function on this emulator. There we go. Solved. And of course, shitty score on purpose. Wait, is that also a best score? Oh my god. Not sure how I keep getting those best score, because I never really was that great at this game. But I'm pretty sure we're up to the final event of this game, Bobsleigh. Yeah, so basically there's 6 events because one of them is repeated twice. I don't know why, I still like this game for some reason. But yeah, Bobsleigh is not very hard. You just basically have to turn the same way that the curbs are going. Okay, let's do this. This is not what I wanted to do. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah. This was an actual fail on purpose. Because I was not supposed to fail with Mike first. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this for real this time. So yeah, you just basically have to use either the 4 or 6 key on the numpad to go in the proper direction. How is speed determined? I have no freaking clue. But that was a decent enough score, I suppose. Okay, so Epic's Fell, show us your stuff. Exactly. Not sure if that's actually helping what I'm doing. Fuck! Well, that didn't help. That just fell on purpose. And that's Winter Games. Oh boy. Wow, that actually gave him a medal somehow. Actually, that gave him a medal for everything else other than Hotdog Aerials. I didn't remember this game being that generous on when it gave medals or not. I remember doing a quick 8-player runs of this at some point. But yeah. Now, normally this game has 2 discs, but the way the emulator is set up, it actually lets me use the two disc drives. So there's both of the diskettes are in the 2 disc drives and stuff. Yeah, freaking hell! I got 4 freaking world records. But before we end this, sure, let's have epic fail again. I actually just want to go back to Hotdog Aerials and see if I can get that high score. Let's see what happens. Damn it. I'm pretty sure I failed it. When you hear the little z, that means you didn't do good. Might as well just let him do that. There we go! There we go! 9.6. How did that happen? Another way of getting a good score is just doing... Yeah, not that. But yeah, basically 2 full flips will give you 9.2 or something like that. There we go. So yeah, that was Winter Games, and yep, I have 5 out of 7 of the world records, and they're not even that great. So just before I finish this recording, let's oh no, okay, phew. Yeah, sometimes this happens on the Atari ST. I'm not sure why. Sometimes it will just think that you're pressing a key over and over, and it will do that little brrr sound that you just heard. Because basically, if you use a key that doesn't do anything, it will do a sound just to let you know. But yeah. So let's just look at this drive 2. This drive 2 actually has the 4 last game, like bobsleigh, figure skating, ski jump, and I'm pretty sure this is speed skating, maybe. This one actually has the other games. Biathlon, Hotdog Aerials, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the opening ceremony. This is just programming stuff, pretty sure. And in the Auto one, this is actually the program that launched when we started the Atari here. This is pretty simple to use, honestly. You can also have hard disk drives. Apparently there were already they were not really commonplace, but they were a thing. But I'm not sure what else to show right now, so that's pretty much it for this episode of, well, let's call this Atari ST Memories. I guess you could call this a parallel to someone else's Commodore 64 showcase. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But that is it for now. I'll probably be showcasing more of the games from my childhood. Goodbye.